Ah, great. I'm going to be having an event. Hi, I'm Carolina Castorena, and this is Visions of Inspiration. Welcome. I got someone that's written a couple of books here that's really special. And we met a long time ago, and we kept wanting to connect, but that didn't happen until now, and that's when it was supposed to happen. I'd like to introduce Mabel.
Mabel Katz.
Mabel
How are you,
Katz.
Carolina?
Wonderful. How about
it's great
yourself?
to be here. Great.
You
Thank
too.
you. Thank you very much.
Share a little bit about where you grew up.
I grew up in Argentina. I was born in Argentina, and I grew up there, and I came 20 years ago, or maybe more.
Well, your English is very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Trying.
So, did you decide to stay here?
Oh, yeah. As soon as I came here, first I came thinking, well, we'll see. And then I said, definitely, I'm staying here. I love it.
Oh.
I love the opportunities that this country gives you.
Yeah.
That is all up to you.
You know what? That's so true.
Yes.
It is so true.
Yeah. In a country like mine, in Argentina, it's not all up to you. You know, you can work and things, but then you don't know what to do with your money, and then you save it, and then 2 months later, it's not worth it. You know, things like that happen in other parts of the world.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I work a lot with the Hispanics and from Mexico, you know, and they have no future.
Yes.
Over there, so,
Yes.
so that's why they come over here to work and to try to build a future.
That's why in this country, if you take 100% responsibility and you know it's just you and what you decide to do with your life, it's great. I'm grateful.
Yeah. So when did you have the vision that you had that has now become your passion? When did that happen, and how did it happen?
It happened just working on myself, trying to find out who I was. Carolina, I was the kind of person that thought that happiness was in the outside world, or what it looks the outside. You know, money and houses and a husband, and you know, and all those things that we think that are going to make you happy. But then you get there and you realize you are not happy. So then you start wondering, you know, what's going on.
Right.
And then one day you decide to work on yourself. I used to have everything that anybody could think that it would make a person happy, but I wasn't happy. I had a lot of resentment and anger that I play, especially with my oldest child.
Right.
So one day he talked to me with the same anger I used to talk to him. And that day he woke me up.
Wow.
And I told myself, I look at his eyes, I will never forget. But I look at his eyes and I didn't say anything, but I thought, Mabel, you have to do something about it.
Wow.
And that's when my search started. And my first seminar was about anger. I wanted to know what anger was, where anger was coming from. So, and I feel it has to do with a lot of not knowing who we are.
That's very true. The unknown is that's why I say knowledge is power, because the unknown is what scares us.
Yes, and if we only knew that that's it, and if we let go, and we are willing to go through it, I mean, amazing things happen into our life when we let go and we are willing to trust, because that's what it is, it's going into the unknown.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I was sharing in one of my interviews is one of the things that happens to us, and one of the sayings is, we manipulate our memories. You know, we manipulate everything that has happened to us in the past and keep it in our memory.
Yeah.
And don't let go of it.
I say we are addicted to drama. We love drama, you know. So we are so addicted, and we think that's the way it is, that we just keep playing and playing. But I'm going to add something even more, and I'm going to go beyond. 90% of the time, we are not even aware of our thoughts and the things that are really playing that we think is other people doing it to us. See?
That's true.
So the idea is how to get a little bit more conscious that we don't need to know, but all we need to know is just our tapes, our memories, our programs that are just playing. And if we want to change them, we work on ourselves.
That's very true. So you went to this first seminar.
Yes.
On anger. What did you feel?
Well, I was a little bit more clear, more aware
Mm-hmm.
of what that could be, but still I had to do a lot of work on myself. And you know, they say when the student is ready, the teacher
Teacher will-
appears.
Mhm.
Well, I had a lot of teachers that appear, you know, one after the other. And I'm grateful to all of them. I just had a little voice that said in my head there has to be an easier and faster way. I really didn't want to go through the drama again, realizing because my mother did this to me, because my father didn't do that to me,
Uh-huh.
you know, and the blame and the
Yeah,
things that
right.
I said there has to be a different way.
Mhm.
A lot of there was, like I said, a lot of drama, and I got to a very ancient Hawaiian art of problem solving. It's called Hooponopono.
Oh,
And it's basically how to work on your programs, even the ones that you are not aware you have.
good. That's
See,
good.
but it's about 100% responsibility, knowing it's just you and your thoughts.
Uh-huh.
There is nothing out there. So if there is something you don't like, you just work on erasing your thoughts.
Mm.
See, it's like working with a computer.
Uh-huh.
If something doesn't work on the screen, we don't talk to the monitor. See,
Right.
but in the everyday life, that's what we do. We talk to monitors.
Wow.
So the idea is that if something that shows up in the monitor, we go to the delete key. If it doesn't work, we don't talk to the monitor.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So this is what this is all about. How we have the power to erase our problems.
Wow. So, what inspired you to write the book?
There wasn't anything written, not even in English, about Hooponopono. I found I don't know if this is too big to say, but it really saved my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I just needed to share with people.
Okay.
I wanted to share with people. I'm not a writer. I'm an accountant, but I just did it because I needed to share with people. I have this need to share this with people. Because,
Well,
yes,
it's important. It's important because it's a gift that you've been given.
Yes.
And being able to give that gift away is what
yes,
you're doing.
yes, yes.
It's opening doors and changing people's lives.
Yes.
And isn't that what we're about?
Yes, yes. I love to share this with people because, again, we see ourselves as victims.
Yeah.
And we lose a lot, you know, men, women, but especially women, you know, thinking that we have to stay in certain marriages
Right.
because maybe financial reasons or different things in our life. We need to know the power we have to change our lives
That's right.
without depending on anybody or anything. So I'm committed to give this message to as many people as I can.
What are some of the messages that are essentially important for you to share right now?
Again, that everything is just our thoughts. So if there is something, we have the power to change it. We don't have to wait for other people to do or to change. In my life, that was very important. That we don't need to be we are not perfect, but we don't have to. And the thing is that we are all born with a special talent
Right.
that is completely unique. There are things that you do that I can't, and vice versa. So I've been able to know that I don't need to be perfect, that there is something that doesn't matter if I have money or not, or if I went to the university or not, but that is inside of me, that it came with me when I was born.
Uh-huh.
That is just, you need to tap into it, you need to discover it. So, but this thing of what I call cleansing and cleaning and working on yourself, it allows you to discover really who you are. And things start happening to you instead of you forcing things or thinking that there is something you need to do in order for things to happen.
Yeah. And the beauty and what you're doing is also done in Spanish.
It is, yeah, I actually wrote it in Spanish.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, what I think it wasn't such a good idea because I learned all this in English. So for me, it was easier to explain it in English. Then I had to find the words to explain it in Spanish. But I did it in Spanish, and then somebody translated to English. But yes, because I am trying